Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, excuse my voice. You all can see already that I have a cold. I almost didn't make it today. But listen, it's time for Motivational Monday. And so I made up in my mind that my cold would not rob me from the opportunity of connecting with you. All right. So, hey, I see y'all already. Come on, let's get it. Love, share, motivated friend. I promise you, today you need your pen and your pencil. All right. Because good morning, Jessica. Good morning. You need your pen and your pencil because this is going to help you. Good morning, Evangelist Veronica. This is going to help you communicate better with your leaders. Good morning, Sylvia. I see y'all jumping in on Motivational Monday. Go ahead. Love, share, motivated friend. Good morning, Crystal. You're always sharing motivation. I love it. Y'all, let's get it. Love, share, motivated friend. Today is Monday. And oh my gosh, it's the first Monday in the month of October, the third quarter. The last quarter of the year. All right. And I don't know about you, but I am yet believing for some things. Good morning, Lady Waldo. Good to see you on Motivational Monday. Good morning, Sharita. Even though this is the last quarter of 2017, I am still believing for a lot of promises that I have before the Lord. Good morning, Ruth. Hey, y'all, let's get it. Motivational Monday. I'm live. Love, share, motivated friend. Good morning, Lady Hilliard. All right. Good morning, Sword Dr. Lacey Robbins, First Lady. All right, again, please excuse my voice if I kind of go in and out. Excuse me. Been struggling with this cold thing for about the last 4 days. All right. And I probably should get somewhere and just sit down and rest, but it's too much to do. So I try to go in increments. All right. But hey, I'm ready for Motivation Monday. Good morning, Chanel. Good morning, Lady Pamela. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you all for helping me motivate people in our circles. Good morning, Sakia. Listen, it is not my goal to win the most popular vote, but it is my goal to impact those in my circle. And what you do when you love, you share, and you motivate a friend, you then empower yourself to encourage other people. All right. So again, I'm not after popularity, but I am after impact. And so I want to thank you for helping me impact those in our individual circles. And so today, for Motivational Monday, as we talk about impacting leaders, all right, today we're going to talk about how to talk to your leader. Talk, that's our word. T-A-L-K. Y'all pray I get through this Motivational Monday. My voice, oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Let's get it. If you're ready, type I'm ready. Good morning, Lady Tracy Norwood. If you're ready, type I'm ready. How to talk. How to talk with your leader. Listen, and myself, I have to be very careful. You can become frustrated when you have interaction with other leaders, and it's because oftentimes you are depending on them to lead the same way that you lead. And can I tell you that that's not our reality? All right. There is a book called The 5 Love Languages that I'm sure all of these couples out here have read. Good morning, Kelly. All right. I'm sure you all have read. And he talks about the 5 love languages. All right. My husband and I, we read it. And it helps us because I had to understand that my husband does not interpret acts of love the same way that I interpret acts of love. And so what it did was help me to realize how I needed to shift. I needed to shift in order to speak his love language, right? And then he had to shift in order to speak my love language. And when I thought about that book and I thought about a conversation I had with someone last week, I said that's applicable to leadership. We must know our leaders' language. If we don't know our leaders' language, then you will find yourself so frustrated. You will find yourself just wanting to quit and not even have interaction or engagement. But listen, this morning for Motivational Monday Talk, I'm going to give you 3 thriving leadership styles. There's a host of others, I promise you, but I'm gonna give you 3 so that you can recognize what your leader's responsibility is and what your response is, and then I'm gonna give you 1 nugget. All right, so let's go. Know your leader's language. I see y'all typing, I see y'all hearting. Go ahead, love, share, motivated friend. Listen, that T in talk, the first leadership style, it's called transformational leadership. Write that for me as you all are in a motivational Monday. Go ahead, type it for me. It's called transformational leadership. All right. If you're taking notes, write it down. Transformational leadership. Listen, there are 4 components to transformational leadership. The first component is idealized influence. IDEALIZED. Idealized influence. That simply means that there is something about that leader that you admire, that you want to emulate. All right. Idealized influence. The second component of transformational leadership is inspirational leadership. In other words, that leader inspires you. That leader pushes you. That leader motivates you. That's what we're doing right now, right? So if you're sharing, then you are a transformational leader because you are pushing others. You are inspiring others. All right. The third component of transformational leadership is intellectual, meaning that that leader likes to push you beyond what you know. All right. That leader is not comfortable with you just staying right where you are, but they want to challenge you to learn more so that you can grow. All right. And the last component of transformational leadership is individualized coaching. And that simply means that that leader likes to mentor you. All right. Again, we're talking about transformational leadership. All right. This is nothing, of course, is in all kind of books that I have. But this is something you could just Google and find. Transformational leadership. All right. So now when you know that your leader is a transformational leader, here's how you can respond to that relationship. All right. You know that your leader desires to be a coach. Here's what our role should be. Our role should be to become a student. Oh my gosh. And too often as leaders, we fail to become students. I wrote this in my book, Let It Out. It's called the I know syndrome. And I tell people all the time, when you respond to your leader with I know how to do this. I did this on my old job. I did this at my other church. I did this in another relationship. All right. When you come to the table with the I know syndrome, you are not able to take the posture of a student. And understand that when your leader is transformational, your leader thrives off coaching you and mentoring you. But what your response should be is to be a student. Somebody type that for me. Be a student. All right. So again, transformational leadership. Remember, a transformational leadership, a transformational leader rather, is one that thrives on coaching, is one that thrives on guiding you to your expected end. But when you get someone who is a wonderful coach, here is your responsibility as a wonderful leader still that you are. It is to become a student under the leader that God has placed you under. Don't come to the table with the I know syndrome. I quickly dismiss people, okay? Because I am still a student, okay? When I find or I engage someone who knows more than I do in a certain area or even life, I become a student. Why? Because I want to know what they know. All right? Hey, I see y'all hurting. I see y'all loving. I see y'all sharing and motivating a friend. Let's get it. We're talking about how to talk to a leader. Remember, that first T is transformational leadership. All right, here it is. That A, the second leadership style, it's called authentic leadership. Write that down. Authentic leadership. Go ahead and type that for me. Or write it in your notes, but definitely type it on the thread so people can see you talking. All right. Here we go. Authentic leadership. Authentic leadership. Authentic leadership simply means that your leader is real. Oh my God. That your leader is transparent. Okay. That your leader believes in intrapersonal and interpersonal relationships. In other words, your leader doesn't mind sharing sharing the innermost parts of he or she, right? They don't mind sharing their feelings. They don't mind sharing how they felt when they failed, okay? They don't mind sharing some things that even cause them to succeed, right? And so when they share interpersonal things, what happens, it develops an interpersonal relationship, all right? So again, authentic leadership is when your leader is just real. And listen, as we talk about how to talk to your leader on Motivational Monday, let me tell you that the best leader that you can be is to just be real. Now, I'm not saying tell all your business. That's not what Lawanne Grant is saying, okay? I'm not saying that you have to tell all of your business, but you will feel internally when it is time to share things with people in order to develop relationship, all right? And so if you are not authentic, then the relationships that you develop are not real. Oh my gosh, please hear me again. If you are not authentic, then the relationships that you develop are not real, okay? It's almost like dating somebody and they never show you their true self. And then you get in deep in this relationship. You're like, oh my God, you like to cuss people out. Oh my God, you like to beat me up. Where did this come from, right? That's because they were not authentic. And so again, authentic leadership simply means that your leader is real. Now, whether it's you or the leader that you serve who is authentic, that's their duty to be transparent. But let me tell you what our responsibility is to this type of leadership in order to have an effective conversation in leadership styles. When you have an authentic leader, then your responsibility is not to abuse the information that you have. Let me say that again. When you have an authentic leader, your information, your responsibility is not to abuse the information that you have. What are you saying, Lawanne? So your leader was authentic with you. So you saw your leader cry. So you saw your leader at a weak moment. So you saw your leader engage in a mistake. Listen, when you see that, when you hear that, you don't abuse that. You don't hold that against them, and you don't blast it out to the public. Oh my gosh. But when you have an authentic leader, then you value the fact that they were able to show you a very real side of them. And then as a student of authentic leadership, you say, you know what? What can be my authentic response where I can help this particular leader, all right? So again, talking about authentic leadership, I see y'all typing. Oh my gosh, I love this. I promise you, if you apply this, some friction that you've been having with your leader on your job, your leader at church, your leader wherever it is, I promise you it's going to help you. Again, let's review that. Y'all pray for my voice. This cold got me, but we're almost there, all right? We're going to get through this Motivational Monday. Here we go. All right, again, our topic is how to talk with your leader. That T is transformational leadership. That A is authentic leadership. Here's that L. It's called laissez-faire leadership. Let me spell that for you as you're taking notes. LAISSEZ hyphen fair. FAIRE, all right? Laissez-faire leadership. Listen, all right? Hey, Kim, all the way from Sacramento, California, all right? I see y'all typing. Y'all gonna take this back. I get it, all right? Y'all take this back to your churches or your job, all right? It's going to help you, I promise. Again, talking about that L, laissez-faire leadership. This type of leader, a lot of people get frustrated with this type of leader, but let me help you in your response, because this type of leader, laissez-faire, it simply means hands off. Okay, this type of leader, they could see conflict and they don't want to address it because they don't like confrontation. They don't like conflict, and we have leaders in position as such. And so that doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they're a bad leader. But what it does does mean is that they need people around them. They need people around them who know how to make good recommendations. All right. So you have a boss. So you have a leader, and you're saying to yourself, oh my gosh, can he see what this other person is doing to sabotage the plan? Oh my gosh, can't she see that this other person is really not in favor of what we're trying to do? Why doesn't my leader just respond and dismiss them? It's because they have a laissez-faire approach to leadership. Again, that means hands off. They don't like conflict. And so when you encounter a leader who doesn't have conflict, here's what can help you not be frustrated, all right? You can provide sound recommendations. How do you do that, Lawanne? You don't go to your leader and say, this is what you need to do. You need to fire them. You know, you got a whole lot of attitude while you're talking to your leader, all right? No, we can't do that, all right? But listen, you can make a verbal recommendation. You can say, you know what, President, what do you think about this? And give them a recommendation. You know what, boss, what do you think about this? And give them a recommendation. And let me tell you that the best recommendation that you can give to your leader that you're serving, because you're still a leader as well, it's on paper, all right? A lot of times people come and understand that people in positions, they have a lot going on. And so when you're just talking, it's just talk to them, okay? It's rhetoric. But when you put it on paper, that allows them to see what you are verbally trying to communicate, all right? That allows them to see what your recommendation is. And so if you have a leader that practices laissez-faire leadership, then write down your recommendations and go to that leader and say, you know what, I think this would be great for us to keep advancing towards the vision that you have, all right? Again, make them feel empowered that you are providing recommendations for the vision that they have given you, all right? And so that's how you deal with a leader who is hands off and don't like conflict. Watch this, not on my notes, but when you go to them with the recommendation, be prepared that if that leader needs you to go and execute the recommendation that you have provided, be prepared to do that. And watch this, when you go at the permission of your leader, you go in their name, okay? You don't go with, yeah, this was my recommendation to fire you, so you gotta go, all right? You don't go with, oh yeah, this was my recommendation to raise the money, so this is how we're gonna do it. No, you say, you know, on behalf, for example, if it's my husband, the pastor, okay? I'll say, you know, on behalf of Pastor Grant, this is what we would like to do to keep the vision thriving, okay? It's not about me, but it's about accomplishing the vision that the person has. So again, give them a recommendation and then be prepared to execute the recommendation with their permission. Woo! All right. I see these hearts. I see y'all typing. I see y'all loving. I see y'all sharing. I see y'all motivating a friend. We are almost there. One more point, and we would have accomplished Motivational Monday. And then I could tell the devil that he didn't get the victory today because he thought I wasn't going to do it because my voice. Woo! But somebody shout that we win. All right, we win. Here we go. Again, as we talk about talk, that T is transformational leadership. That A is authentic leadership. That L is laissez-faire leadership. That K in talk, here it is, your last nugget for Motivational Monday. That K is know that you can't lead the same in every situation. That's your nugget. Write that down. That K, know that you cannot lead the same in every situation. Okay? And here's where we make our mistake, because we'll say, you know what? This is just how I lead. This is just how I do it. Excuse me. This is just how I lead. This is just how I do it. Let me tell you, that will not work. As a leader, you have to study the people that's under you. And as a student to the leader, you have to study your leader's leadership style. And then what that will empower you to do is know how to communicate with them. Watch this. If you fail to do that, it's almost like men, okay? It's almost like men. Here it is, a nugget. It's almost like giving her flowers because you like to give her flowers, but she absolutely doesn't like flowers. She cannot stand the scent of roses, all right? Your wife or your girlfriend, she would much rather have a gift card to Nordstrom's, or she would much rather have money, all right, instead of roses. But it's almost like you keep giving her roses and you keep giving her roses and you keep wondering why her response isn't a response that floors you. That's because that's not how she communicates, all right? And it's the same thing in leadership. We can't keep doing it the same way and keep doing it our way and expect people to respond to us and give us the response that we expect. No, you have to study the people that you lead, and the people who are following the leader, they have to study your leadership style. Again, I only gave you 3, but I promise you there's so much more. Prayerfully, maybe next year I could put this all in the book. The common leadership styles, what the leader responsibility is, and what your response should be in order to avoid conflict. I see y'all hearting. I see y'all loving, and I see y'all sharing with a friend. All right. Hey, let's review that really quick. Again, how to talk to a leader. Remember that T is transformational leadership. That A is authentic leadership. That L is laissez-faire leadership. And our nugget for Motivational Monday, know that you cannot lead the same way in every situation. All right. Hey, y'all write it down. Here's your motivational read for this week as we talk about talking and interacting and engaging with leaders. Here it is. Hebrews 13:7. Y'all go ahead and type that for me. Hebrews 13:7. It says like this: have confidence in your leaders and submit to their authority. Why? Because they watch over you as those who must give an account. Watch this. Do this so that their work will be a joy and not a burden. In other words, do this so you all will have peace in your relationship and there will not be chaos. For that, my friend, is no benefit unto you. So again, we just kind of have to learn how to talk to one another. And again, I reference the book, The 5 Love Languages. Yes, there are love languages, but let me tell you, there are also leadership languages. And when you learn the language of your leader and you give your leader the opportunity to learn your language, and both of you all are intentional about learning how to speak with one another, how to do it like that other person would like you to do it, then I promise you your relationships with leaders will be so much more harmonious. Okay? Hey, that's your motivational Monday. If you loved it, go ahead and heart it out. And don't forget, love, share, motivate a friend. Listen, I would love to connect with you. There's so many things coming up that we have planned for Leadership DevelopME. Make sure you visit my website, www.leadershipdevelopme.com. We are traveling, just building leaders, and I love it. All right. And so on our website, it tells you how you can connect with Leadership DevelopME to continue to get all of these wonderful principles. And perhaps if you're having a workshop, leadership seminar, whatever that is, it also tells you how you could have Leadership DevelopME to come to you. I'm so excited about connecting with y'all today. Yes, we got the victory. That cold did not hold me back, but don't forget, pray for me because I like to be in good health and I like to do the things that I'm supposed to do. So I'm signing off now, but I love y'all, you awesome leaders. Remember, Motivational Monday, how to talk to your leaders. Remember, they may be transformational. They may be authentic. They may practice laissez-faire leadership. But in everything that you know, when you know that leader's leadership style, remember that you cannot lead the same way in every situation. I love y'all for now. As always, the leader in me anticipates connecting with the leader in you. Y'all have a great week.
There's a leader inside of you, waiting to guide people to life, health, strength, and wealth. Why you wait? Don't delay. Connect with them Bishop DevelopME.